Dear maid, please do not leave any more of those little bars of soap in my bathroom. I've brought my own bath-size dial. I'd like you to remove the 6 unopened little bars from the shelf under the medicine cabinet and also the 3 in the shower soap dish. They're in my way. Thank you. A.J. Barkley.
Dear Room 535, I took the 3 hotel soaps out of the shower soap dish. You know the 6 bars under the medicine cabinet? Well, I put them on top of the Kleenex box just in case you change your mind. That leaves only 3 bars I left today. My boss, Mr. Hadley, he wants me to leave 3 soaps every day. Is this okay? Your maid, Laverne.
Dear maid, no, this is not okay. Apparently, you didn't bother to read my note. When I got back to my room this evening, I noticed you had added 3 little camés to the shelf under the medicine cabinet. I don't need them. They're in my way when shaving, brushing my teeth, etc. A.J. Barkley.
Dear Room 535, I had the day off yesterday. My relief maid, her name's Rose. She didn't see your note. Sorry about that. Anyway, I took the 6 little hotel soaps that were bothering you and put them in the soap dish where your dial was. I put the dial in the medicine cabinet. I didn't remove the 3 soaps inside the medicine cabinet because we have to put 3 soaps there every day for new check-ins. Your maid, Laverne.
Dear Mr. Barclay, I was informed this morning that you are not satisfied with your maid service. Please accept my sincerest apologies. In the future, contact me directly so I can give it my personal attention. Feel free to call extension 913 between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Have a pleasant day. Alexander Hadley, Manager.
Dear Mr. Hadley, it is impossible for me to discuss this matter with you directly since I leave the hotel at 7:45 a.m. and don't get back before 6 p.m. Now, the maid, I don't recall her name, but she must think I'm a new check-in. She left another 3 bars of soap in the medicine cabinet, plus 3 bars on the bathroom shelf. In just 5 days, Mr. Hadley, I have accumulated 24 little bars of soap. Do you honestly believe I need 24 little bars of soap? I mean, think about that. A.J. Barkley.
Dear Mr. Barkley, your maid Laverne has been reprimanded and instructed to pay closer attention to the soap issue. I understand this needs to be resolved immediately. If I can be of further assistance, please don't hesitate for a moment to contact me at extension 913 between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Alexander Hadley, Manager.
Dear Mr. Hadley, my husband's dial soap is missing. In fact, we have no soap at all. I had to call the bellhop last night to bring us some soap. Needless to say, we have a problem here in room 535. Elaine Barkley, room 535.
Dear Mrs. Barkley, I have taken further action to rectify your soap situation. Your maid Laverne has been severely reprimanded again. Plus, her bonus for being Maid of the Month has been revoked. I hope you understand that this is not normal procedure for this hotel. If you should experience any further problems, please call me at extension 913 between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Alexander Hadley, Manager.
Dear Mr. Hadley, who the hell left 54 little bars of Camay in my room? I came in last night and discovered 54 little bars of soap. I don't want 54 little bars of soap. You realize, Mr. Hadley, I have 54 bars of soap in here? I can barely see the sink. All I want is my bath-sized dial. Please, give me back my bath-sized dial. A.J. Barkley.
Dear Mr. Hadley, it is incumbent upon you to have my husband's bath-sized dial returned to the room at once. Please understand, we have a situation here, and my husband's patience is reaching the breaking point. Elaine Barkley. P.S. If I sound edgy and rude, it's because my husband hasn't had a shower in 6 days, and we are no longer able to sleep in the same bed.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Barclay, I'm sorry if you were under the impression that this hotel issues bath-sized dial. I was able, however, to locate some bath-sized ivory, which I left in your medicine cabinet. On another matter, I would like to mention that the hotel has important foreign heads of state arriving today. But please, don't let that deter you from contacting me for assistance at extension 913 between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Alexander Hadley, Manager.
Dear Mr. Hadley, I'm married with 3 children. Please give me back my maid of the month bonus. I'm trying real hard in room 535, but the people there complain about everything. You know me, Mr. Hadley. I work very hard to please everybody. I know you have a lot in your mind, but so do I. My husband left me this week. Please, Mr. Hadley, give me back my bonus so I can pay the rent this month. Sincerely, Laverne.
Dear maid, do you have a screw loose? How many times do we have to say it? We want only 1 bar of soap in this room. The name of the soap is Dial. Got it? Dial. My husband is a very busy man. He doesn't have time for this nonsense. I will be returning from Saks Fifth Avenue at 3 p.m. today, and I expect to see 1 bar of bath-sized Dial in the soap dish. A very upset Mrs. Barkley. Room 535. P.S. I just want you to know that my husband has a heart condition, and you're making it worse.
Dear Mr. Hadley, just a short note to bring you up to date on my latest soap inventory. As of today, I possess the following: 18 Camay on the shelf under the medicine cabinet, 11 Camay on the Kleenex dispenser, 3 cashmere bouquet, and 4 bath-size ivory on the bedroom dresser, 6 Camay, very moist, in the shower soap dish, 1 cashmere bouquet, slightly used, on the northeast corner of the bathtub, and 6 more Camay on the northwest corner of the bathtub. If this soap situation is not straightened out immediately, you leave me no choice but to call the hotel's corporate office. A.J. Barkley.
Dear Mrs. Barkley, if you and your husband don't stop complaining about me, my boss is going to fire me. Ma'am, I am doing the best job that I can. I'll do anything you want. Just stop saying bad things about me to Mr. Hadley. Please, ma'am. Your maid, Laverne.
Dear Mr. Hadley, the maid, I think her name is Lydia, is threatening my husband and me. Once more, let me say it plainly. My husband uses only 1 brand of soap, Dial. We don't like your soap. We don't want your soap. We don't need your soap. Thank you very much. And may I say, in closing, you might consider fire, Lydia. Your hotel deserves better. Elaine Barkley, room 535.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Barclay, it goes without saying that this hotel is quite proud of its 5-star rating, and we intend to keep it by any means necessary. Considering the severity of the soap situation, I have let the maid Laverne go. Quite frankly, it was not an easy thing for me to do. She was quite upset. But it is vitally important to all of us here at the hotel that you feel comfortable and enjoy your stay with us. Because of this totally unnecessary inconvenience that you have had to endure, please accept my offer to have a complimentary dinner in our fine dining room. Alexander Hadley, manager.
Dear Mr. Hadley, I appreciate your taking the necessary steps to correct this problem. Just want you to know that I intend to write a letter to your supervisor praising you for a job well done. And thank you for your generous offer. Mr. Barkley and I look forward to having dinner here tonight in your lovely restaurant. A very relieved Mrs. Barkley, room 535.
Dear Mr. Barkley, I understand you'll be with us for 2 more days. I would like to inform you about something that I feel you and Mrs. Barkley should be aware of, but let me stress, there is no reason to be alarmed. Laverne, who had been servicing your room, was spotted 2 days ago using the hotel laundromat, and she appeared to be extremely upset. I was told that she kept yelling, "Dial, dial, dial," several times. Security has informed me that she might still be on the premises. I just want to assure you, though, that everything is under control. No reason to be alarmed. Warm regards, Alexander Hadley. P.S. Enjoy your remaining stay with us.
Dear Mr. Hadley, I hope you don't plan on charging me for all the extra soap your incompetent maid brought to this room. I refuse to pay for it. If you insist on charging me for soap I never wanted in the first place, you leave me no choice but to consider legal action. Of course, I hope it doesn't come to this. A.J. Barkley.
Dear Mr. Barkley, I can't put into words how sorry I am about the loss of your lovely wife. Please accept my sincerest condolences. If it's any consolation, Laverne was captured in the parking garage not long after she fatally scrubbed your wife with a bar of Dial soap. And now for some good news. I would like to personally invite you to be our guest for another week. All expenses paid, including 3 meals a day in our fine dining room. Once again, I am so sorry for your loss. If I can assist in any way with funeral arrangements, please don't hesitate to call me at extension 913 the hell with it. Just call me anytime. Sincerely, Alexander Hadley, manager.
Dear Mr. Hadley, I would be delighted to stay here for another week. My wife's untimely demise has caused me to fall behind, and, well, I'll need to stay in town for a few more days. Considering my dial soap is no longer of any use to me, I've reluctantly decided to use the hotel soap on a trial basis. In the event the new soap arrangement doesn't work out, please stash a bar of bath-sized dial in the hotel vault. Thank you. Cheers. A.J. Barkley.